what we were producing for this young lady was going to be above and beyond what she would have ever expected. The day of the design concept presentation came, and when I tell you that my expectations could not have been more wrong.
Yes, it's on camera. Appreciate you getting that.
Oh, I'm gonna be so exposed.
I don't know that I want to do the project. And saying that out loud, that makes me so sad. The expectation that we had was that this client was going to be above and beyond excited with what we were presenting to her. The client was very disrespectful to the production team. And I could not allow that to happen. As the forefront of the team that I represent, my job is to not only guide and lead the pathway of the project, but also to shield my clients from my contractors and my vendors from my clients. As much as I had tried to diffuse the situation, we ended up having to remove the client from the process. As heartbroken as I was, I know that I make the right decision. And, you know, you win some, you lose some. This one was not for us. And so we're going to continue to move forward with what we do best.
I was just totally shocked when I saw that mural on the entire wall. But she also added something that was very important to my son. It was a quote from Albus Dumbledore from Harry Potter. My son loved those.
And then we understand you love that quote.
Yeah. That meant a lot to me.
And so what I was saying was I did it in the Lumalux, which is, it's got a glitter to the top of it. So when the lights go on, it's got a shimmer on it. So the sand picks up like little, just particles. So that's what I wanted.
Anything to do with Rosa and her team, they did a great job. Didn't have anything to do with Pam. It's just that there's such a backlog of supply and demand, and truckers not being available. Cost of lumber has gone up exponentially. And that's wallpaper.
That's wallpaper.
Cool.
Commercial grade. So we don't have any issues with, splattering or whatever. We just wipe it down.
Okay.
So kind of the same thing that they use at like Starbucks and places like that.
Yeah.
That commercial grade, which is the same thing you have over there. It took us 11 months to complete this project, a lot longer than normal. But obviously, the world is going through a little bit of chaos, and supply chain issues were horrible. Terribles, terribles, terribles.
The hardest part through this whole process has been just all the delays and the waiting and not getting what we thought was our first choice, and several times it's ended up being a blessing because we ended up with better choices.
She understands that there is stressors not only from an industry perspective, but obviously from, the delays that we've experienced due to COVID and what's going on. So I think our client was conscientious of that.
I like it a lot. I may have to cancel one of my gym memberships now.
Oh, you should cancel them all once you're in here.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Once you're in here. Yes. The transformation of this home is going to be incredibly personal, incredibly up to their taste, and at the end of the day, so heartwarming. I am so excited to take you along this journey. Hi. How are you?
Good.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Rosa, how you doing?
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
The house is looking fabulous. I love it. I love it. You want to show me around? I want to see I know you've been tidying up and organizing yourselves after this long process. Can you show me around?
Sure. Come on.
All right. How do you feel about the parlor? I know this was an innovative thing that I threw at you. Some vision that I had for this room. What do you think?
It's fabulous, and it's very welcoming and quiet, and we sit in it more than I ever thought I would. Much more than I would have a formal living room.
Good. You know, it's a trend that I've been bringing in now for the past 4 to 5 years. The parlor is something from the 50s, 60s, 70s even, but nobody uses their formal living room, and this is a good way to reintroduce the essence of the parlor, which is let's congregate, let's get together, let's have a glass of wine, let's have fun. As I envision these spaces, I see what's going to happen in them. And so I envision family gatherings, Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries. And so this dining room is so inviting. Now let's talk about this dining room right here. I love it. Tell me what you think.
Well, I love the mirrors. They weren't our first choice, but they're our best choice.
The mirrors look fabulous, and I know, like Joe and I have talked till we're red in the face, logistics and things not getting here and things getting canceled and pushed back, but I do agree that they look better than the previous ones that were selected.
This is one of the prettiest rooms in the house.
I want to talk about this phenomenal family room. That dining room leads into the family room, which is honestly the center of this home. This is where they're gonna spend a lot of their time hanging out with their dogs. It is a beautiful sectional, gorgeous artwork, some beautiful flanking swivel chairs by the fireplace. And so all of this is again going to be a place where they're gonna create amazing memories.
I love it.
It is gorgeous. Let's talk about this ottoman, because I know it's given us a little bit of challenges, but since we saw it at the showroom, we fell in love with it.
Yes.
I even crawled in it to show you how much storage.
And there's video proof.
And there is video proof to show you that there's plenty of storage in there. But I know that the mechanism gave us a little bit of challenges, but now we're good. We've got it.
It works just like it's supposed to.
Yes. We've got a gas hinge and it definitely comes up. I love it. So there's plenty of storage and there's plenty of room for everything. So tell me, how are you using this room?
Well, we start our day here pretty much, and we hang around all day. We end the day here, and it's not just a pass-through room. We stop and we enjoy it.
I like this room a lot. It fits well with the fireplace the way it is. Got the windows behind it,
Right.
So it's good. I like it a lot. This is beautiful. She said we were doing this, I had no idea it was going to turn out like this.
I'm gonna peek in here real quick, but you know, Joe, I mean, these drawers,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get any better. You know, us girls, we love storage. We need storage. A house without storage is not a good home. I want to see the gym. Let's head to the gym. The gym. I am so excited about the gym. The gym is a place for him, and there was a feature of the gym that was a surprise to him. Well. I'm gonna have to ask Joe, Pam, because you know, this is his space. This is his man cave. This is what he wanted. And I see all the equipment's already set up. He couldn't wait for us to leave so that he could set it up. So tell me, Joe.
I've already been down here this morning.
You worked out this morning.
Yeah, I worked out at 6.
Is this the first time this morning?
No.
Okay. So we ran out and you came right in.
Before you got here. No, I love it. I mean, everything, this is unbelievable.
And the mural looks beautiful.
That's what I'm saying is unbelievable.
And your Georgia?
Yep.
I had that blown up into a mural, And I added one of his favorite quotes, which was not only his favorite quote, but also his son's favorite quote. And it is a quote from Harry Potter. And so when he saw this for the first time, frame that you wanted me to make sure that made it up there.
Game day crew up there.
A game day crew. And the diamond plate is phenomenal. I'm really excited and I'm glad you love it. I want to see a little bit of the kitchen.
Okay.
Because, you know, I call it the juice bar. I kind of like it over there. Actually, those superfood books, we need to put them over there. Well, we're not done staging and organizing yet, but it does look fabulous. Tell me what you think.
I'm very pleased. I was a little wary about the back, but it turned out fabulous.
I know that at the beginning we weren't sure about this, and you and I talked about this, but I convinced you to allow me to do a commercial paper in here.
It looked real.
You thought it was tile.
I did think it was tile.
Yes! Then that means I accomplished my goal. I am so excited about this project, and I don't have anybody here, but I'm gonna give myself a huepa! As you can see in my surface, this is what the vision, the design concept that we presented to the client. And so right here to my right will be where the bar is. This is what we're calling the hookah lounge on the left. So as you can see, if I zoom into this, these are my pendants. These are also some sconces that we waited for almost 4 months for, but they're here again and they look beautiful. I do have a little bit of an opening on this side. We'll get them to go ahead and caulk that in, because those are the details that makes the difference on these jobs. We want to make sure that they're finished to not only my expectations, but to our clients' expectations. And this is our brick wall that I just walked through. One of the things that the client asked us to do is they wanted an English pub feel in this hookah lounge. And so we brought in a brick tile. And believe it or not, this looks just like brick, but it's not. It's actually just a thin tile that we did right above sheetrock, and we did it with a very deep 3/4 of an inch grout line to be able to give it that historic and old feel to the brick. We've got some pretty furniture, some custom cabinetry, some chandeliers, which you see over there. These gorgeous, gorgeous chandeliers, we only waited on them for 6 months because of all the logistics and problems that we've been having, but they're here and they're fabulous, so that makes me happy. And they're hung at the exact height that they need to be. When I have them hung, I always ask the electricians to leave me wire so that I can drop them, lower them, or increase their height as I need to. This post is going to be part of the island that is coming on this bar area. There is metal shelving going in the back, there is mirror tile going. We have this post that we're having to incorporate in the island. The post is a support post, so we could not get rid of it. But what we did was we sourced a 12-foot oak tree, we had it planed, and that beautiful oak tree became our island. In the chill room, we've got our fireplace right in the middle with the shiplap, and you're seeing it in a glass mode. And to the right and the left, we are having some European cabinets that are being actually constructed as we speak. They're being fabricated, and they're gonna be installed flanking the fireplace to the right and the left. So some of the things that I'm looking for is things like these, like obviously when I do my punch out list, which is the list that I'll give the general contractor to make sure that things are finished to my expectation, we will go ahead and point out things like this. So we'll do a little bondo on this and clean it up, but this looks pretty good. This is the color that it is supposed to be painted. There's an electric fireplace that is going in here, and I'm sure that the electricians will finish that today. This is the music room, and so this is one of the areas that our client is going to enjoy. There's still some finishes to do. We just painted the doors, but we still have a floating live edge going on the corner, and we've got all kinds of furniture that are coming in. So the way that we do these doors is we spray them, because the spraying them gives them that beautiful finished look. And I want to check out this closet. We had to change this closet a couple of times because the client wanted to add a safe into this closet. And so, but it is looking absolutely beautiful. And the trim looks great and everything is painted the way it should be. I'm loving, again, this was a huge beam that we had to do in order to be able to open this space the way that we did. In addition to the posts that we kept in the space, we sourced a 16-foot beam in order to continue to keep that open concept. We are actually going to polish it. It's going to stay very historic, very rustic looking, but we are going to polish it. We are going to remove a lot of those stains and that glue that it has. We are going to have our welders clean up the seam. And then we're going to have them do an application on top, almost like a shellac on top, so that all those rust and that rustic color pops out. These are transoms. And this is something that we added to increase the light, the natural light into this room. So originally we had that window, and this window, and we went ahead and added 2 additional windows and transoms all the way across. And you see how much natural light now comes into this room. It's just gonna be an absolutely beautiful entertainment space for our clients to enjoy for years to come. Now we are in Clermont at our Clermont project, and we need to do an electrical walkthrough on this project, and then we need to do a framing walkthrough. So we're gonna go through this, rush, and hopefully we'll get home before dinner.
We found the main service for electrical right underneath of the tub. They're not supposed to be like that. They should be going through the wood here, the 2x6 right here,